Garry, South Africa obviously named their team just earlier on today when the opposition shows their hand. Does kind of test week always become a little bit more real?
Yeah, I suppose it does. I just caught it there after training. But yeah, they've come out with a strong squad. I think they could have picked any number of permutations, but it's unbelievably strong squad they've gone for.
For yourself, this would be your first time playing South Africa, am I right in saying?
Yeah, haven't played them before, so obviously played against a few of the guys our club, but yeah, first crack against South Africa, so it's an exciting one.
And just like coming across, there'll be some of them you come across in the URC, or at the very least that you'll be seeing week on week in the URC. Does that kind of level the playing field for both sides if they'll be seeing you as well?
I think there's obviously a step up at international level, and then particularly against them with the quality they have as a South African group. I don't know if it levels the field, but you certainly, as you say, you get to see certain elements exposed to certain things. But yeah, it's a step up again now this weekend.
And just lastly, then, your own form at the moment. You've got a good bit of game time so far this season. Do you feel kind of a little bit further on in your progression than you might normally be at this time of the year?
Yeah, it's good. I feel grateful to have got a couple of cracks and managed to stay injury free and stuff like that. So yeah, it's been enjoyable and challenging at the same time. So hopefully can keep it going.
What do you think of the box naming the team so early? Like obviously the 13 jersey was slight doubt. Does it help you knowing that Jesse Creel's there?
I mean, you don't look into it too much, but it does kind of help in terms of being able to get the prep done and looking when certain combinations have been together and what they've done, and yeah, look at individuals and try and pick up traits or habits they have. Kind of so it's kind of off the pitch on the laptops. It can help a little bit in that.
Like it is a different 10, 12, 13. Are you expecting differences in how they play, or is it a script that they kind of stick to generally?
I think they've shown like versatility in the fact that they can beat teams right across the park. Obviously they've the power game, that's the foundation of how they play, but then what is off the back of that is an unbelievable challenge, certainly for the backs, and the versatility they have across the back line and danger they have. We'll have to be on it to deal with it.
And just on your own form again, like often when players have a big summer and big achievements, it's slow starting the next season. Why do you think you've been able to kind of just pick up where you left off so quick?
Personally, or
just for yourself?
Yeah, I don't know. It's I get over the summer didn't actually play as much rugby as I would have liked with getting the head knocked during the second test. So after a couple of weeks off, you're kind of excited to get back and get a crack at it. And as I was saying, it's thankfully able to stay injury free, playing in good rugby and you're trying to play good rugby and in challenging games that you have to be at your best each week. So yeah, just enjoying that and hopefully can keep it going.
And is it like Ireland have played the box since 2017, a good few years now? Does that make it all the more appealing now, given what they've achieved since that time? Yeah,
it's exciting. I mean, getting to test yourself against the best. So, and as I said, a team that can beat you right across the park in a couple of different ways. So yeah, it's an exciting challenge, and it kind of motivates you for the week to try and be at your best and prep as best you can.
Does Andy have you training on the wing at all after your running for?
Yeah, he was saying to be ready for all eventualities. So I'm happy to go wherever I can get on the pitch. I'm happy. So if it means wing, centre, whatever it is, I'll stick my hand up and give it a crack.
Do you actually go slot in there at times in training in a couple of years, or was that kind of a quick thing?
No, I remember I started on the wing. My first cap under Leo Cullen at Leinster was on the wing, and then I went under Joe as well. He was always telling me to be ready on the wing, and then even like when your World Cup challenges, when the squad's a little bit shorter, guys are always challenged to play more than one position or know what to do. I think as a 13 as well, your relationship with your winger is so important, well, defensively and then on attack. And I guess playing 13 helps when I'm out, because I know what the guys inside are thinking and maybe know what the halfbacks are thinking just from a little bit further out, and they have a different angle on the game. So I think it's yeah, it's the same for both. When I think as how a lot of teams are attacking as well, the wingers are getting more and more involved. So, yeah, to have the ability to play in the middle as well as out wide is probably expected of most outside backs now.
And Gary, how has training been so far? Because you do have the A team and the first team, so there's about 49 players out there, so it must be a little bit different this time around.
Yeah, it was exciting coming in. What day is it? Tuesday, coming in on Sunday evening, and yesterday just with the amount of people and a lot of guys coming off the back of a really good tour in South Africa, excited to get another crack, and then it kind of brings a level of competition to the group to try and play in both games. So it's really cool to be a part of.
Are you able to work on things if there is so many players? So obviously you probably need to split up into teams, or what way does it work?
Yeah, I think it almost benefits the group because you have different teams challenging or preparing for different opposition, and then in training you kind of see different pictures that you wouldn't be exposed to when it's just prepping for the one team. So training there today was really challenging because we were throwing stuff at each other that we wouldn't have been exposed to before. So and I'm sure South Africa and New Zealand will have come up things to try and break us down. So to sort of be ready for the unknown is part of the challenge as well.
Because there is so many players out there, have you ever felt this amount of competition within an Ireland squad before?
Yeah, well, I guess there's always competition, but yeah, having 50 odd guys in together all wanting to play on Friday or Saturday, it definitely adds a different edge to the week, which is good.
Brilliant, thanks.
Gary, apart from obviously yourselves being ranked world number 1 and then being world champions, is this the best team in the world at the moment, South Africa?
No, good question. Certainly with the going off the back of the World Cup, you can't. That's the cornerstone or the whatever it is of world rugby, and they've managed to do it. So challenging ourselves against the best, yeah, I think is a fair enough statement.
And obviously, how much of a confidence boost would this be coming off the back of the results against the All Blacks? It's been a good year confidence-wise and momentum. If you were to beat South Africa, that'd be another massive big feather, wouldn't it?
Yeah, big time. I guess we're just always learning something about ourselves, and it started from that Maori game in Hamilton, and then the first test in Eden Park. We learned a good bit about ourselves, and you get loads from games like that, and then equally from the second, third test, we were just getting so much from it, and I guess we're trying to continue that growth and evolution, and I've no doubt we'll learn something about ourselves, win or lose on Friday, and learn something about ourselves, win or lose on Saturday as well. So it's yeah, I guess it's part of the evolution. We're trying to grow and get better, and testing ourselves against them is a good way to start.